What's going on, everybody? I'm Rob A, and this is Transformers Power of the Primes Terracon Cutthroat. This is the new Deluxe class Terracon from Power of the Primes, and as you can see, he's a remolded Swoop. As far as I can tell, it looks very, very similar in all the mechanics and things like that. It might even reuse some molded parts, but he does have heavy, heavy remolding if it is in fact a remold of Swoop. Anyway, you can see some very nice artwork of the character up at the top here. The Terracon, like vulture, monster, or rock maybe. I'm not sure exactly what he's supposed to be, but he looks pretty cool. You can see an image of the alt mode there, as well as the combined mode Abominus on the side. On the back, we've got a little bit of information. It says, "How will the merciless Terracon Shock Trooper wield the power of the Primes?" And then it shows off the Prime armor, and using both modes here, and then, of course, a Prime Master attached to said Prime armor, as well as some of the other Prime Masters available at a store near you, maybe. This guy transforms in 11 steps, and we'll take a look at the UPC in case you guys want to find this in your local area. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy open out of the package, and we're going to check him out right now. Alright guys, so here we have Terracon Cutthroat in his beast mode, and it's pretty neat. I think ultimately I do prefer Swoop, perhaps, but this one's pretty neat too. He's got a nice little tail. You can flip it up and down if you really want to. He does have a blaster attached to his back, which does have a little tiny port there, as well as a 5mm port or peg there. So you can plug this into his wings, should you so desire. He's also got a spot on here where you would normally fit an action stage, but the plug can go right into there instead, and I think it looks pretty good there, if you ask me. You can also plug it onto his chest in beast mode if that's something you're into. It's a little bit tight there, I think, just because of the paint, maybe, but yeah, I like it back here, so we're going to leave it back there. He does come with the normal accessory, which is the fist thing. So this turns into a fist with double thumbs, so it can fit on either side of the combiner when this guy is in combined mode. There's also a little plug here for a Prime Master to sit in there, so you can remove that and pop him in. So you got that, and that's always a nice little accessory to have. So articulation, I did show off the tail a little bit here. He does have a movable head. You can move the head up and down a little bit here. You can move the neck up and down a little bit here. Actually, on my figure, the head is very, very loose. It's just on friction pins here on either side of the neck. And the head did just pop off the first time I transformed this, so I'm trying to be a little careful with it. The mouth does open and close, which is a big plus for me. The legs are articulated. You can swivel the leg around as well as a bend in the midpoint, so you can have them kind of swing down for swoop grasps if you so desire. The wings can come up like this. Let's kind of back this guy up so you can see here. Wings can come up like that. They can go down. They can come back. They can go forward. They do fold at the midpoint as well, so you can get lots of articulation, lots of posing out of those wings, so that's really cool. A very nice touch there. So transformation is pretty much the same as Swoop, so we're going to go ahead and remove this. We're going to go ahead and flip these legs back like this. And there's not really any kind of natural stopping point or plug for these, so you just got to kind of swivel them around until the talons are facing the shins, basically. And then we're going to pop the legs apart and bring them down like so, and then just slide those in, just like that. Bring the tail sections up all the way. They just sit on the little pegs. They don't really have a spot to peg in or anything, so they just sit there. The wings you can fold up however you like best, whatever makes you happy. The arms are going to come out just like so. Fold out the fists, swivel those around, and then the beast head is going to come down, and it's already popped off. There you go. And then just going to fold that down onto the robot mode chest. If I can get it to, there we go. There, oh no, it's falling off again. Alright, well, that is a shame. Alright, let's bring this up a little more. I'm trying to squeeze it just a little bit. You can also fold in the head crest. It's supposed to be kind of in for robot mode. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it. There we go. I think it's happy now. And there you have Cutthroat in robot mode. So you can of course add the weapon once again. You can put it in the fist if you want to. You can add it to the forearm, although it sticks out kind of far. It looks a little strange sticking out that far. Unfortunately, there's not any place on him that looks natural. You can't even really plug it on the inside of the wings, although I've been trying to figure out where you could maybe plug this big empty space onto, but it doesn't really fit on there, so it's just kind of whatever. So you can like jam it down onto the hand and make it look more natural, so that kind of works. So for articulation, he does have a ball jointed head it's very limited in its range, but you can spin it all the way around if you want to. You just can't really get a lot of side to side out of that. He does have a waist swivel. He's got ball jointed shoulders, which is nice. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got an elbow, 90-degree elbow, which is cool. Hip ball joints, thigh swivel, and a pretty deep knee bend, which is pretty cool. So ultimately, he is quite a nice figure. I've got him with the rest of his wave mates here, Blot and Sinner Twin, and I think he looks great with these guys. Ultimately, he's a pretty solid figure. Not great. I'm deducting points, well, because of the floppy head, but that's QC. I don't know if that's going to be across the board. And you know, it is a mold I've seen before. It's remolded, but it's still basically Swoop. If you have that figure, you're basically getting the same figure again, different parts and everything. But I hope you understand what I'm saying. But I'm not really deducting points for that. I'm just not adding any points for originality. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's going to be a solid 3-point figure, and I think most of these guys have kind of fallen into that category as well. So it's, you know, it's a solid series across the board. So otherwise, pretty cool figure. I enjoy him. I like the color scheme. It looks weird. It's funky. But can't wait to combine them all into Abominus and see how that goes. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. If you want to support what I do, check out my channel, and of course, check out my Patreon page. It really does help me out. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.